And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Coin Place Tarot. My name is Coin. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. As a set of quick reminders, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. That way, when an upload is made, we can see what the stars are trying to say to you. Also, individual reads are back up. So if you're interested in getting a one-on-one read with me, feel free to book it. Message, email me. The links are in the bio and also back on the main page. And yeah, let's set that up, okay? So what are we looking at this round of reads? We are looking at your one-on-one reads. Not one-on-one, one-to-one reads for the month of January. One-on-one is a style of reading that I do where we examine what's going on between person A and person B, point A and point B. Two caveats, two major ones when it comes to this style of reading. The first, while they tend to get called love readings a lot because they're just examining what's going on between two separate parties, I hesitate to call them love readings because they're not always lovely. Right? We don't just talk about the butterflies and the fanciful, good feelings and all that good stuff. We talk about real stuff. What is going on between these two people? And it doesn't always have to be nice. That's the first. The second, it doesn't always have to be about love, right? At times, this reading could be about friends, family members, coworkers, person you just met, and what dynamic you're falling into, right? Just what is going on between person A and person B. That's what we're trying to look at. So as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. And at times, even when it gets difficult, understand, Sag, I'm not here to purposely misguide you or mislead you. That's not why I do what I do. I really made this channel and all these videos to try to express my gifts and talents, but also have real, honest tarot readings from what I'm seeing, even in the interwebs online and in the inner space, right? So with all that being said, we're going to lay out all the cards on the table, and come rain or sunshine, good, bad, or otherwise, we're just going to make it into a conversation, yeah? So follow along with me in your one-on-one read today, Sagittarius, and yeah, let's see what the cards say. You're going to be over here, and they're going to be over here. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Sagittarius in the one-on-one read. What are the cards that we need to see for Sag in this one-to-one read today? Ooh, definitely need a good drink after this. Drink of water, drink of something. What are the cards we need to see, please, for Sag in this reading? On your end, Sag? Okay, the willingness to try. At a base level, I'm going to try. We're going to put some type of effort in. What that means, I'm not entirely sure, because that is a very minor amount of effort. On their end, Five of Pentacles. The notion of being left out, left behind. Interesting. So are you going to try to make amends, or are we trying to finally walk away from a scenario? Because that Five of Pentacles told me everything I need to know, right? Whoever's on that end with you, Sag, I think you're trying something new, like trying to stray away from your norm and say, hey, it's only one of two directions you can't really go with this one, right? Either they're feeling left out and you're trying to make amends and trying to fix this, or they're feeling left out because you're finally trying to walk away. Either way, you're trying. And I see, at least on your end, a change of your MO, your modus operandi, how we do this and how we function. On their end, still feeling left out by the decision. That's what's going on. So can't please everybody, but we'll see what's going on here. Show us the fronts and backs to Sag and their person in this read. Fronts and backs being what's directly communicated, what's going to be showing between these two, and what's kind of left in the unsaid and the unknown, what's going to be left behind. Fronts and backs. Show us the cards we need to see, please, for Sag in this read. What defines the fronts and backs between them and their person? Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so whatever decision that we're making, we know will build up to a much grandiose picture of where our life is headed. And so the King of Wands, no, this is the best choice I can make right now. Does that mean it's a likable one? Absolutely not. Does it mean it's still worth it? Absolutely. And that's why you're pursuing it so hard. On their end, King of Pentacles, respecting the investment. How so? Temperance, card Sagittarius, that still looks back towards you. Okay. So what are we saying, Sag? I'm looking at somebody who is making the decision to walk away and trying to build a life for themselves. On their end, they still look towards you, but trying to respect the investment and the choice that you made. If two people are incompatible, that is just where it works out, right? And that doesn't just go for intimate partner relationships. It goes for friendships. Could be even co-worker dynamics or otherwise. If we do not really, work with each other, then maybe that's just how it is. Now, we could picture the idealistic version of what we want this to be, or we can sit with the reality of where things stand. And right now, yeah, I get the sense that both of you are kind of disappointed at how things played out between each other. But if we already established that it does not work, then we cannot lament the loss of what we already established. Here, two kings are looking at each other. One king of fire, the other king of earth. You're saying on your end, I got to go find what life means for me, and I got to try. And that is why I am distancing myself little by little. On their end, that King of Pentacles, even if this is the right investment, I'm still looking towards you. And so do they want to move towards you more? Possibly in some way, shape, or form. But the reality of the situation is both of you could come to a conclusion that A, you're not going to stop your choice, and B, maybe this is the right thing, even if it doesn't feel good right now. Okay, I can respect it. It's about respect. Positions. Show each individual standpoint between Sag and their person within this read. Show us the cards we're going to see, please. What is held individually between Sag and their person within this read today? Three of Swords, heartbreak and remorse. And that's why, again, you wanted things to be better between you and this person. It did not work out that way. Let's cut our losses. We got to move on with life because life keeps going, even if this doesn't. Queen of Pentacles. And so, wanting to want more with that which is not there. Right. And the reason I frame it that way is because the Queen of Pentacles, she maximizes her material realm and sees the best in all the offers, her home, her everything, and tries to make the best of what she's got. Having that touching in this trifecta, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, matching pair, Sagittarius, it could have been better. And yet here is where we are. The question isn't how we got here necessarily. That's not really what's relevant at this point. We're burning on the why, at least for this person. They're still feeling left out because they wanted to build so much more with you. You're saying, no, we have to acknowledge what's going on here. I got to find what life has for me, and it does not involve this. We can have all the visions and all the, goals and aspirations of what this could have been. My reality has to deal with what is, and what is right now is that Three of Swords. I do not like this, but I still have to find life for me. Here's where we are. Underneath it all, Two of Wands. Intentionality. How do we push forward? How do we stick by a decision? Okay. So now that we have two separate parties on the table, one looking at the other, 1-to-1, show us what's going on down the middle. What other cards do we need to see, please? Between Sag and the other person for this 1-to-1 read. What is shared? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we know how we got here, right? It's not fun. It is not fun, but there is a level of mutual respect between you and this person, Sag. So if this is hit by now, it very much has hit. Ace of Swords. We are arriving at an uncomfortable truth. Does it change our truth? Absolutely not. So this is why all these emotions are so raw between you and this person, because they're still looking towards you, trying to figure out frameworks to include you there. Could it be a romantic partner? Possibly. I do see signs of that, but that's not the functional point here. On your end, I don't like this, but I still have to go live life. And it's not going to include whatever this framework is right now. King of Wands. If this is what is best, let's make the best of it. What do we have still left to do? Star, the card of Aquarius. Here, the hopes, the aspirations, the dreams all come to the surface. King of Pentacles. Maybe, just maybe, with enough drive and enough ambition to make things right, this could be the right investment, even if we don't like it initially. Underneath it all, Seven of Pentacles, accepting the process that it is what it is. Here, the long term of it, there is an element of time built in here, which that person is trying to justify your placement within. Your element of time is that I can't lose out on it anymore. So very similar, roots or origin points of how we analyze the problem. However, two completely separate outcomes. They're still trying to include you even as they feel left behind. You're trying to break away bit by bit because of the pain of not being able to, mesh with that dream or that plan anymore. It's just incompatible. And sometimes that's just how it is. Okay. Define the major arcana strewn across the table for Sagittarius in your one-on-one read. We'll first look at the Temperance on their end, which looks back towards the Sag. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. Why Temperance? And we will push forward. Because I think there's only two. Yeah, there's only two. Very simple. Define that Temperance for Sag in their read. Why are they looking back towards you? The Magician. Oh, okay. I'll define that star that's held between, and I'll come back to this because this makes total and absolute sense. The Magician, the power of manifestation, that a dream finally came true. So what is hope now defined between these two parties? Define the star. Nine of Cups. I still hope the best for you, even if it's not with me. And so going back over here and then, bouncing around Sag. The reason why it's hard to let go is because they wanted this with you for so long, right? And now I'm getting more vibes of an intimate partner relationship kind of dynamic more than anything else. But it applies to friendship. It applies to friendship too. Either way, they wanted the best in building a long-term plan with you. Fairly put. And so now that we've established it did not work out in the ways that either of us originally planned for or wanted, I just don't know what to do because I centered so much of my want and my vision of a life inclusive of you in it. And so what's being held between right now, regardless of the decision you're making on your end, is that maybe if this is what's right, I'm still hoping the best for you. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. And you're not trying to say that or coax it in any way, shape, or form. But this is how it has to be. We got a life to live. It just doesn't include each other right now. Okay. Resolution. The real cards of resolution for Sagittarius in this read. What is held in the space of resolution for Sag in their one-to-one read today? I will take that. And it came out perfectly sideways. So the Queen of Wands sideways. We're going to get back to that one in a second. What is coupling that Queen of Wands? Again, if it doesn't hit the table, I can't directly take. Show us cards we need to see, please, for Sag in this read. King of Pentacles, the third time that this pops out. Okay, before we get to the underneath. Why did the Queen of Wands come out sideways instead of upright? Because the upright with the King of Wands would suggest that, okay, we're following through with the plan. We're gonna get this right. We're gonna stick to our intentionality. We're not gonna back off from it. The Queen of Wands wants to embrace a plan that has been laid out. Problem is, it came out sideways. It doesn't feel right now. It just doesn't. And that's just where both of you stand. I'm not reading it as just, things on your end, Sag. Both of you are saying we wanted different, yet this is how it turned out. But if I am to embrace what life has to offer, then it cannot be in this dynamic right now. It just can't. And so the King of Pentacles, the long term, what is the best investment to take course and action around? That's come up 3 separate times. And both of you are coming to a mutual agreement that it just can't be with each other. It's a very sad parting of ways, but you're trying to approach it from the most quote unquote mature and mutually respectful kind of manner of, if this is what life has to offer, I'm still going to hope the best for you. Right. And that's a very nice way of engaging with accepting that maybe sometimes it just doesn't work out. Underneath it all, 8 of Cups. The intentionality, the intention of walking away. And sometimes I'm good at my job. What are we seeing in your read today, Sag? Sideways and upright, you're making a decision to leave a close bond, if not an intimate partner relationship behind. And this person feeling left out because they wanted so much of life built and oriented around you, them, us, whatever you define that. And you're heartbroken, but still having to make the choice of, I got to see what's out there for me. What's held in between? Yeah, I don't see any hatred or animosity. It's just that we wish it could have been different or we could have been better. The hope then becoming that maybe if this is what's right for the both of us, then let that be right. I'm still going to wish the best for you, even if it's not with me. And this person is really trying to dedicate themselves to that path. So let that be the truth that is held and the one that we pursue. That's why I see in your read today, Sag. Is it a pretty conversation? No. But is it a necessary conversation? Yeah. And that's why you're putting one foot in front of the other. I hope this conversation helps Sagittarius. Just keep going, keep trying. And maybe when we look back, things will get better. But right now, just keep pushing. Ain't nothing but love and nothing but respect. Got this, okay? See ya.